Hi, welcome to a new video on my walking robot of fischertechnik Mirft2 in combination and controlled by Android. Last time I had amongst others two problems, and one problem is the motors. As you could see in the previous videos, I have to lift the robot off the table to get some results, or some better results. But the fact is that I initially have set the speed of the motor to only half, and that may be the reason that it doesn't work as well as it could. So I'm going to change that. Second point is that the software doesn't know the call instruction, and of course that is because I haven't imported it from a subprocess. So that is the first thing to change. So let me go to Android and first select the program, and right here you can already see that I don't have subprocess imported. So I add a line now. I have to type, well, it's a tiny keyboard, and I already start wrong because I have to say from subprocess import call. Now it will know this instruction right here. So I'm going to delete it. Okay, I just removed the command from this, of which I will hope it will make the connection to the tablet. That's still a wonder question. And then something else, the speed, because right now that is a little bit of a problem. And I will see right now if that is can be solved by adding or by changing the speed to 512. And let's see if there's yes. And of course here it should be done the same way. Oops. And well, the print I will let it be for now. And there's another thing, because by using this, there could be a non-object still. So after this line it is recommended to put some more lines, which I will do right now. And let it sleep for just a tenth of a second. And let's see what happens. It just might work. Let's first see if this runs at all without an error. And that it actually does. So, and you may have heard the motors, so let's run it with the motors on. Testing at full speed, and this is actually what it should do, exactly that. So the biggest problem was indeed on moving, that is, the motors were set to half speed, which is not enough. And then, ouch, now that is what happens with, or can happen with, this kind of stuff. And I'm not sure if this will be like this. I probably have to replace this with this part, because this is one piece and this clearly is not. So because of the forces that are set on this, I may have to change that. Let's see if there's more going on. So far none. So let's see more. Actually quite interesting. But I also get another thing, and that is this message: SSH, connect to host, connection refused, lost connection. And I've run the program a few times now, so let me just here, another one, another one, and another one. And this is the code. So this shows that the SSH connection on the tablet is either not active at all or it's closed. So I'll have to make sure that that gets solved, otherwise it won't stay this way, and I can't get pictures from the TXT to the tablet. And the last time I did it with the SCP command, which works but is quite cumbersome in comparison to just get it from the program. So let's do it anyway again. Yeah, and again. And here we see again that it is gone out of model, and this seems to be really a problem right now. So first thing to do is have this one replaced, because the forces are obviously too large. And of course getting the SSH connection going. So let's try about that. Of the two most apparent problems, I solved one by replacing, or more appropriately swapping, these two. So that should be alright now. The next problem apparently is different than I thought, because I was able to use an SCP program to copy them from the tablet side out, making connection to the controller and then copy them. However, if you use the SCP command and this is actually on the controller, you have to use a file name that is known to the target device, and a username that is used on the target device in this case is different than on a laptop, because this is a tablet, and then you get something like U0_A. So now I want to see if that is actually happening and working. So first let's see that this actually works. Unfortunately, the connection is still refused. But if we look here, let's see. Well, that works. Here nothing seems to go wrong. So for now that is solved. But as you can see here, this is still not solved. Connection refused. So I do have to do some more research on that. And looking to the source code, I need to check two things. Is this the correct username? I think it is, but also is this the correct IP address, and also the colon dot, is that correct? Because if I don't have the right permission to write something somewhere, that will end in error as well. So that is up next. The SSH connection from the TXT to the Android tablet remains a problem for now. What I have done so far, without much luck, is here from using the username, which is now root, tried to change into different user IDs, as Android is different setup than ordinary Linux. I also changed the directory, but to no avail yet, so I leave that out for now. What I also did was changing the position of the camera so it's more up front, as would be logical. And with that I think it is time for a final demonstration. Let me turn it around. And I have to keep in mind that this power cable is in the correct position. And let's see what happens. I run it. And of course this should be going on. That is a little bit of a problem, considering the fact that it can't keep running, so I need a little bit of space here in order to have that happen, but that is for another time. Maybe good for next time, next episode. Anyway, let me run it one last time. This is already a big improvement over the rest. And with that said, let me take the pictures from the TXT controller, because of this I haven't been able to do that. And not this one. And then I choose the latest. And let me see which those are. And of course I have to keep in mind that they should not be 0 bytes, because I want to show something. I just take 2. And then And then in the end I get a rather nice picture. Let me show you briefly. That is a rather nice picture from the Mirft2 driving robot, my first one, and the tail of the Discovery robot. So with that I end this episode with some things to improve, some things to change. For now, thank you for watching, and to be continued for sure.